Welcome to Pearls and Swine on Good News You Can Use. I'm Levi.
And I'm Lisa. And today we left you at the town gate in Bethlehem.
Well, that was yesterday, right?
Oh, is that today? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday. Yeah, where this nameless dude, kinsman, was back. He just backed out of redeeming a widow's field for this, like the minute he found out the field came with a person attached.
And Boaz is standing right there, having heard the exact math that it's going to cost him something.
Same numbers, same risk, so what does he do?
He says yes anyway. And today we get to watch him do it out loud in front of everyone.
And we should probably be clear, Boaz isn't some young guy with nothing on the line.
No, the text already has told us earlier in it, he's advanced in years. He's old, is what it's saying.
Like you?
Yeah, that's right. He's got an estate. He's got a reputation in Bethlehem worth protecting. And he says yes to the deal that's going to cost him money, cost him a chunk of his own inheritance if he and Ruth have other kids later, and attach his good name permanently to a foreign Moabite widow that half the town has probably been gossiping about.
So why does he do it?
You've got to go back a chapter. Ruth already told Naomi, your people shall be my people. Your God will be my God. She gave up her whole country for a covenant she didn't have to keep. Boaz saw that and he told her so out in the field.
He said, the Lord repay you under whose wings you've come to take refuge.
Right. And Boaz isn't redeeming Ruth because it's a good deal. He's redeeming her because he's already watched her spend herself for someone else. And something in him wants to be the kind of man whose love looks like hers.
So one guy is calculating what love will cost him, and the other one already decided love is worth whatever it cost.
Okay, now I think here's kind of maybe my favorite part of the whole chapter, honestly, because it gets almost comical and practical. In verse 7 and 8 of chapter 4, it says, now this was the custom in former times in Israel concerning redeeming and exchanging. To confirm a transaction, the one drew off his sandal and gave it to the other. And this was the manner of attesting in Israel. So when the Redeemer said to Boaz, buy it for yourself, he drew off his sandal.
No signatures, no notaries, just a shoe changing hands and the family's whole future.
Little stanky shoe. Here you go.
Shoe. Right. The narrator even stops to explain the custom, which that's actually kind of lovely. It tells you the book was already being read by people far enough removed from it that they needed a footnote.
So the man slips off his sandal, hands it over, and it's done. And Boaz stands up, and what does he say?
Then Boaz said to the elders and all the people, you are witnesses this day that I have bought from the hand of Naomi all that belonged to Elimelech and all that belonged to Chilion and Mahlon. And Ruth the Moabite, the widow of Mahlon, I have bought to be my wife to perpetuate the name of the dead in his inheritance, that the name of the dead may not be cut off from among his brothers and from the gate of his native place. You are witnesses this day. He says you are witnesses twice.
Yeah, he wants this remembered. He's not doing this quietly, and he's not doing it in a way anyone could later deny.
And then the people answer him, and I guess it's worth slowing down here, because they reach back into Israel's own family history to bless this moment. It says, then all the people who were at the gate and the elders said, we are witnesses. May the Lord make the woman who is coming into your house like Rachel and Leah, who together built up the house of Israel. And may your house be like the house of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah, because of the offspring that the Lord will give you by this young woman.
Yeah, think about who they just named. Rachel, Leah, two women in a messy, complicated marriage that ended up building the 12 tribes of Israel. And then Tamar, a widow whose story involves a dead husband, a reluctant kinsman.
Three dead husbands.
Yeah, and a scandal she's like the Black Widow, right?
Yeah.
It's like this scandal that only makes sense once you know the end, with the line of Judah surviving through her.
They're not reaching for safe, tidy names. They're like, Ruth, Moabite, these are your women.
Yeah. Every woman they name got into Israel's family line to the next generation through an ending nobody saw coming. Without quite knowing how right they are. They're telling Boaz he stands in a very old, very holy pattern.
Well, that's the beautiful thing. God has always built his story through the redemption of people the world had already written off.
And here's the thing I don't want you to miss. Boaz's costly yes wasn't him gritting his teeth and forcing himself to be generous because generosity is a virtue and I'm just going to do it.
Well, no, he wants to. He said yes because he'd already been changed by watching somebody else's sacrificial love.
Ruth's love for Naomi is what you're talking about. And because he's already trusted the God under whose wings Ruth had taken refuge, his redemption of Ruth flowed out of his own experience of being near real love and real faith.
So it's not try harder to be a better person.
No, it's you receive sacrificial love from a redeemer who's already paid for you when you couldn't pay him back. And then slowly it starts to reshape what you're willing to say yes to.
Well, tomorrow we're going to watch what this redemption actually does for a woman who wasn't even at the gate to see it happen.
Yeah, Naomi's whole story flips from chapter 1 to chapter 4. But before we go, costly love isn't manufactured by grit or willpower. It's received first, and then it reshapes what you're willing to give away.
Well, that's Pearls and Swine for today. Thanks for tuning in with us. If you've got questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you. You can email those to office@evangelup.org. If you'd like to catch up on any of the previous Pearls and Swine episodes, just search Evangel Houghton on your preferred podcast platform or go to our website, evangelup.org.